Mr. Wild, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with a loose mind and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your weapons and join us as we make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched on D&D Podcast.
Previously on
Botched.
The group had all kinds of things going on. They were trying to figure out how to get the bombs out of their head. Phil was doing like a weird escape mission, found Ursula and the ship. Meanwhile, Thotulese is preparing for his fight with Chlorpock. Meanwhile, in the halls of justice. Meanwhile, Jordan Pyre and Arturus are at the side of old Bendeflor. Welcome back, listeners, to the 5th episode of our 5th season of Botched D&D Podcast. Thanks much for joining in. We're going to start roughly where we left off last time, as I have a quick question for
M4C1.
This is his fucking name. Mac?
Me?
Is that your name, Mac?
M4C1.
I think Dennis has Benda.
Why don't I have it
Flamnesia.
Pendaflamnesia.
M4C1.
That's an extremely rare pizza-related disease.
Mac. That's right. I've got pizza-itis. All right. Mac, you last left off finding Ursula and the ship and all that stuff. What is your, are you going back to the main building for the fight? Because there was this whole plan where, everybody had to be together to get the bombs out of your head and all that stuff. The balls out of your head.
They might be balls.
They could be.
No,
Bomb
they're in
balls.
the chins.
Yeah.
Not in the head.
What was our plan? I know the plan,
Because you had
but
parked your little ship in the hangar.
I know, but
Do
I
you
wasn't.
want to do a
briefcase.
history check?
I wasn't. I wasn't
Present.
expecting.
No, I think wasn't the plan was he was getting the escape. I was distracting, and everyone else was supposed to do the stuff.
Yeah, Mac was
Yeah.
supposed to find a way to escape, which you kind of did, because you found the ship.
So I kind of want to plan it as our getaway ship happens right at the end of the fight, so that we can swoop in, load everybody up, and get the hell
Sure,
out
but
of
how do you
here.
get the bomb out of your head?
Do I have a chisel? Chisel check.
You do. That's not how that works. Do you? You don't remember all the things with
Well,
the
I do.
American?
I
Okay.
certainly do. So,
Steve?
So what I'll do is I'll tell Ursula that she needs to be at this place at this time so that
Okay.
we can all get out of here.
Do you not want to go with her?
I gotta go back to get the bomb out of my head.
Well, we have the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the. He's
Yeah.
gonna be on the ship.
Yeah.
Assuming
Yeah, but what if they blow it before?
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
was thinking too. And she's my captain, and I trust her.
Well, but she's going to be alive either way.
yeah,
Does she know how to take the bomb out of my
she
head?
does. Oh, she doesn't know how to take it out of your head now.
How she never got one because she went
She could
missing.
take the bomb out of the track, though.
No, she never got one.
Yeah.
She bought her way to freedom.
Yeah,
And left us all to. I kind of feel.
has
like
not
maybe she's
explained
not our
how that
friend.
happened, but
Huh.
Do you want to tell us how that happened?
no, it's personal.
I was asking Dennis, but okay.
No, I'm not telling you. She's telling you it's personal.
Voice in head.
Okay.
Both are voices in my head.
Well, I mean, I trust her, right? She's gonna help us out if I leave her, right?
If you trust her,
Can I
Should probably
insight?
roll for that shit.
sure.
I incited with a 14.
Did you tell her the plan?
Not yet. I was about to.
Okay. The 14, she seems real leery about helping you without a plan.
Well, I tell her the
So if you
plan.
tell her the plan, then she seems like she would be more apt to do this mission.
And the reason, Ursula, Captain, sorry, is that if I don't get this bomb removed and I'm on your ship and it goes off, it's going to kill everybody.
It's not that big of a bomb.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't know that.
She kind of knows that.
She doesn't know that. She knows it.
She knows it. It's kind
But if I'm flying, if I'm the one
then
flying, then
the
it's
ship
gonna
will
be-
just list to the right.
Well,
probably.
I would probably explode and then hit
Oh,
down.
sure.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
however you
I would
seize up.
I would fall forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you?
Would you become rigid?
I would.
Okay.
And then I would probably shit my pants, and nobody's gonna want to go near me to get.
And then the only
get
way to
myself-
fly is to
I guess
cut
we'll
your
die
arms and then to move your arms like the sticks.
I'm a robot.
Yeah, that
I
would just
can't
fuck
poop
up
my
the ship
pants.
forever. She
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after you tell her the plan, she seems a little bit more trustworthy in terms of like, yes, she will actually show up and help her crew. At first, she seemed a bit hesitant.
Sure.
To get into this
help,
suicide mission.
to help the people that
Well, no,
she was supposed to
pick
be
up a bunch of
commanding.
people with bombs in their heads
to help
on the ship she just put back together.
Literally,
Her
like
crew, literally her crew,
her
that
own
she has
crew.
been charged with.
Yeah, but even if she loaded up the whole crew without a plan, it's like, okay, she put them all on the ship, then
we have
their
a
heads
plan.
all explode.
We have a plan.
Okay, well, she didn't know that at first.
But also like
Situation's too complicated. I'm just leaving. She said.
That's right. I'm just, man, I got things to do.
What a captain.
The best around. And nothing's going to keep her down.
except a
Not
bomb
gravity.
Except a bomb
in my head,
in your head.
and I'm gonna anyway.
All right, so you're going to take your ship back.
You have another ship. Mine's a little hot right now. Got a hot little ship.
So hot.
She's like, I mean, you could take my little shuttlecraft that I used to get to and from where I live.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna commandeer that.
It's
from
like
the
a
line.
real junky piece
That's
of
What's
shit.
it
fine.
sound
Like a
like?
Made of
slop-
trash.
That's fine. I've driven jalopies before.
This is a sloppy jalopy.
There ain't nothing I can't.
There
pilot.
ain't nothing you can't pilot. That is true. But this is a sloppy jalopy. Makes a
I'll
lot
take
of...
your sloppy seconds. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you can have it.
Can I do some work on it before I get into it to kind of make it not so?
What do you want to do to it? I mean, it just runs. It runs.
Well, I don't want it to be noisy and bring attention to me. Can I mess with the?
There's a lot of things you're gonna need to mess with, but sure, yeah. Roll.
I'm honestly envisioning this thing to be like comically small.
Roll
Like
a mechanical engineering
Like
check.
those rocking horse things you see outside of like CVS's.
What's a mechanical check? By
So it's
the
like
way?
just a tiny rocket with a
Mechanical
saddle.
engineering is.
It's a Scooty Puff Junior.
Junior, yeah. And it sucks.
It's got a shielded saddle, okay? That's gonna burn off.
It's got that Swiss cheese brain.
Mechanical engineering is an
holes.
intelligence roll.
So since I'm a pilot, do I get advantage on this?
No,
Why? But I've been working
you're
on
not proficient in mechanical engineering.
planes. You don't know that. You don't know
You
that I went
just
to school
you don't
for.
even know that it's a thing. So I'm gonna guess you're not proficient in it.
He doesn't even know that his character sheet is a thing.
That's right.
15. Oh, that's the roll.
He's playing a
Holy crap!
something else.
That was a joke, but it was also
Oh,
He's
prophetic.
playing Gonzo the Great or whatever.
Yeah.
Bonzo the Great.
It doesn't matter because my intelligence is. I got 13.
Bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's an above average roll. I would say you can get rid of some of the noise and make it run a little cleaner, less smoke. Still a little smoky. Not black smoke this time, white smoke.
Whoa.
And yeah, it just makes a putting noise.
Dennis, read the riddle.
Okay,
There's no words in this room.
I'm okay.
No, we
with
don't
that.
like putting.
We're drivers, not putters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father was killed by a putter.
The original
That
Power
I hit him
Rangers.
with.
Yeah,
was
the original
incredible.
back. Yeah. So I'll take that out now.
The original
Okay.
Power Rangers was rather triggering for me.
Are you just leaving your ship in that hangar bay, or are you like keeping it, or also there was the briefcase?
gonna-
What's your plan?
Well, there's nothing in the briefcase anymore, right? Because remember, I threw it and kept the contents.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's just laying on the seat. I don't even remember if I told you what it was.
You did.
No.
What did I tell you?
Remind me. I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago.
It looks like a canister with lots of whirring parts and a crystal sort of center. Almost looks like something. It holds something, but there's nothing in it at the
Gooey
moment.
crystal center.
I don't think crystals are gooey.
Maybe it's a
They
ribbit.
can be.
Under enough pressure, yeah.
Gooey?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
say
I'm
the right
sorry.
things to him.
Yeah.
That's true. Depends on how romantic you get.
Oh,
I got a
Crystal,
backpack.
You look so gooey.
Depends on
right
which
now.
Everyone has a
crystals you
backpack.
know.
How's your charisma?
Do I have a backpack?
Everyone has a
All right,
backpack.
so I'm going to throw it in my backpack.
Okay.
Backpack.
Sure.
Backpack.
It's about a foot long and about 6 or 7 inches in diameter.
It's fine. I've had heavier.
big fleshlight.
I've had big things in it.
It's huge.
Cool.
Apartment.
I'm going to go back and get my bomb removed.
Okay, so you're just going to leave your speedy ship in the hangar, and that'll be that. All right, got it. So,
Then hope Ursula comes to our rescue.
that as well. All right, so you head
totally
back.
will.
There, you've been doing this long enough. There's like a little private docking area where you could park this thing, and nobody's gonna. No, I don't know why you're giving me the winks and the. why are you being weird about it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a place to dock.
Yeah.
Docking.
Private
yeah.
dock.
Oh yeah.
Roll to duck now.
Oh, I got 69.
So you're parked, you're fine. So your part of the plan is done. So meanwhile, back at the fight. So Joran and Arturus have already quelled some issues, but the announcer's starting to come on, the lights have come down a little bit. I think we had said you had specific music that you like. What kind of music would you like to come out to?
He's
Thotulese.
coming out. He's got the world to fight. Dun, 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 dun.
A techno
good
version
song.
of that?
Yeah.
No, an acoustic.
No.
Acoustic version at a prize fight. Okay.
Yeah.
Really messes up his opponent's head.
I was
So it's
thinking
just
I-
like,
I-
the fuck
I-
is this?
Yeah.
it's like postal service.
No, come on.
It's very frenetic, but also
Is that what you're going for? Or do you want something else? Thotulese.
no. I think I'm coming out's good. Gets the point across.
Okay.
Hold on, what's your fighting name again? You had one.
Thotulese.
Oh, yeah,
Thotulese.
Thotulese.
Yeah, his
That's
real
right.
name's Todd.
Todd, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so
T-O-double-D.
so the announcer, so that music's starting to it's fading in a little bit. It's very low, while the announcer's just like, first up, reigning champ. No, not reigning. Challenger. We have Thotulese, and everyone's like, yeah, I guess it's okay.
Thotulese. Bum,
Da-
bum.
da-
I
da-
want
da- and the
world
music
to
gets up
know.
real loud. And what are you wearing when you come out?
I've got the red and yellow trunks on.
Okay, you have trunks on. Okay.
Elephant
Sure.
trunks that he spray painted.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Sure. Okay. Great. And he's like, all right. And now, your reigning champion, undefeated Clawpock. And everyone goes crazy. Clawpock has tank treads, but also giant lobster claws for hands. And they're serrated and make loud snapping noises as he just down the ramp towards the stage.
Just the two hands?
Just the two hands, I think. He has two on his shoulders that are smaller, little grabbies.
Okay. All right.
But they're like normal-sized arms on his shoulders. The other ones are huge. He gets to the stairs to go into the ring, and his tank treads literally just and he just gets on in the stage that way.
Oh God, he cannot be stopped.
When he enters the stage, he's a lot larger than you are, but then
Nah.
the lights sort of all coalesce towards the middle of the stage, and this giant cage starts to lower that goes around the stage. They're like, it's a surprise cage match!
Oh, come
like-
on, guys.
Yeah, well, cage match, fucking kill him.
Bro.
Jordan, you see this shit?
So that
I see
lowers, and it's electrified, and there's like little bits of dead bots just stuck to it all over the place. It's pretty nasty. But I would say your ring that you're in currently is it's a 50 by 50. It's a pretty big ring, but there's like scorch marks all over the place. It looks like it's seen some shit.
All right.
And so the announcer's like, all right, so the rules are, there are no rules. 2 bots enter and 1 better be fucking dead by the end of this. All right. And then he just fizzles out because it's a hologram.
He's not gonna let's get ready to rumble or
He
anything.
goes, I said, fucking hold
Come
your
on.
goddamn horses. He fizzles out and it says, and then you just hear through the speakers this very loud billowing, let's get ready to rumble! And like everything in the entire building is shaking because they've pumped in a little bit of crowd noise as well.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are you all ready for this?
Bam, bam, bam.
Are
That's just in
y'all
the
ready
background.
for this?
Are y'all ready for this?
It's the only version that survived in the future.
Redneck jock jams.
Yeah. Someone's playing the bucket.
Yeah. So
The worst timeline.
Are you sure?
real quick, you two, Arturus and Joran.
Yeah.
So part of your thing is that you're supposed to get away and get back to the group to get your bombs removed as well, or at least the boss needs to be distracted by the fight.
Yeah.
Wait,
Then you guys
how
can
am
get
I
away.
supposed to get mine removed then?
Great question. Also,
Have
They didn't remove it
Also-
pre-fight?
or
no,
whatever.
they
Do
didn't.
it.
They couldn't. Also, Bendel Floor needs to die.
Bendelfleur.
Bendelfleur. I said Bendelfleur.
No, you said
You keep saying
Bendelfleur.
Bendelfleur.
I said Bendelfleur.
You did not.
You tried to.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
It matters to the viewers.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. They're so high and drunk right now. They don't even know what's up.
They're going to be confused at the second half
They're
of the
already
season when we
confused.
meet the Bendelfleur, leader of the Resistance.
That's right.
and
Bendelfleur.
charismatic sex god.
Anyways, okay. So that's the thing. So keep that in mind. Feel free to, pipe up whatever you have a thing to say, to do. Meanwhile, we have the fight in the middle of the ring, so I'm going to need you to roll me initiative.
Yeah.
For you versus
that's something I can do.
Chlorpock.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on Bendelfleur to see how engaged in the fight he is.
Okay.
Thotulese got an 8.
All right. Well, Chlorpock got a 9, so unfortunately for you,
shit.
he's going to go first. So Chlorpock is going to
Give him Todd's
roll his
time to
way
shine.
on over. Now, since you're both still low level, he's only going to get 1 attack. He's not going to have 2. But he rumbles towards you, and he's going to come at you with a big old pincer attack. He got a 20. Not natural, but he got a 20.
Yeah, that's good. 20's good.
All right. So he's going to get you with a claw.
You have 3 health?
I'm pretty sure I've got like 25 health.
He got 8 damage.
I know. I have 18 health.
The
Okay.
the BattleBot has less health than the Ambassador. How?
We're level 1, right?
No.
No, we're
2.
level 2.
Oh, then I do have 25. Nice. Or 28.
That just came out of nowhere. Like, you didn't roll for it. You didn't take an average.
Yep. Just
I got 40.
I have it now.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
What level are we?
This
2?
number
Oh,
sounds right.
I was level 2,
2.
but now I'm level 2.1. I've got 35 hit points.
So I took 8.
You take 8 damage as this claw comes in and sort of hits you right in the midsection and starts to it tears a little bit at your aluminum
At his
armor.
beer
It
belly.
hurts.
At your
Yeah.
beer belly.
His keg belly.
Yeah.
He's getting you in the giggly
I need
bits.
that.
Yeah.
I need that.
And you're leaking a little goo from that area.
Coolant.
That's my goo.
Coolant goo. Yeah, goolant.
Oh no.
Cool goo.
Cool goo.
I
New
pan
from
to the
Blamco.
camera for my free action,
Okay.
and I say, "This leaking goo brought to you by Jesus, fat shaming Christ." Ne- And
Hold on. No. Let him finish.
Sure.
Let him finish.
I hold up a little. It's like ripped Jesus with 2 thumbs up, and he's got a vitamin supplement.
Where were you
picture
keeping
right
that?
right on my palm because he's paying me to do it.
Okay. Sure.
And then I close my fist, and I make an attack
All right.
against
What kind of attack you doing?
the champ.
Champ.
A double punch, and can I do my fire breath as like a secondary action, another action, or is it an attack action?
It's an attack action, the fire breath. You could do fire breath or you could do a punch. Or you could somehow try and come up with some weird creative way to put them together into one thing.
But you get
yeah,
a
I'm
plus
gonna
3
do
to attack.
The
The power of Christ
double
compels me.
fire belching punch, which
are you
is
doing?
like the double fire belching punch of Todd.
Okay, so you're basically just breathing fire onto your fists and punching
Yeah,
them.
it's like both of my fists and a headbutt that explodes in fire.
All right, roll for that attack.
I got an 18.
The powder of Christ compels you.
To lose some fucking weight.
So
Oh, hold on. It's a protein powder?
Yeah. But it also
Powder
gives you
of
parasites.
Christ.
The powder of Christ.
Oh
You
my
can get
God.
the liquid version. It's the blood of Christ.
Oh, fuck you.
this is going to be a 2d4 plus 1d6 damage. Since we'll get into it once you roll it.
What a great business idea.
All right. Is Swan on right now? Swan!
Patent pending.
I need you to do designs
up.
for this.
And then my strength, of course.
Of course.
13 all day.
What'd you say?
13 all day.
13. All right. So you sort of simultaneously punch with both fists as you blow fire, which then propels them a little faster, also heats up your fists. It
Yeah.
hits him in the chest and causes like a minor explosion, which sends him careening backwards. He hits the back of the stage where the cage is and gets a little zippy zappy for an additional 3 damage.
But it also charges his batteries.
But also
No.
he gets an erection.
No.
Yeah.
And how is Bendelfleur doing?
Bendelfleur
Stop saying four.
Bendelfleur.
There we go.
Bendelfleur Bandofleur he's cheering like everyone else. It's pretty early in the fight still.
Okay.
They're very focused on the fight. I think Bandofleur said he wanted you to win this one. I don't think he wanted you to tank this fight.
No, I'm a winner. Things are going to change
This
I can feel
time.
it.
Plus, he bet on himself.
Yeah, plus, yeah.
Like all my money.
Yeah, well,
And
I was saying
I got this Jesus deal, so I can't fail.
If
Jesus doesn't
Bandofleur
back losers, all
had
right?
wanted him to tank the fight, then he obviously wouldn't...
Oh, boy.
Then he obviously wouldn't want Thotulese to win.
The cheese, man.
It's the booze and
It's
the
getting
cheese. Boo cheeses.
Boo cheesy!
Boo cheesy.
I think Joran has to take a poop, and I have to go and assist him. So I'm gonna.
Jewish, what are you doing? It's a great fight that we've got going on here.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get back to it. But
Well, hurry up.
yeah, he needs help pooping. I mean,
I do.
he's a human, so you know.
I had too much space pizza and it's really stopped up. I need his nimble fingers to get in and actuate
I
the
don't wanna know, I
prostate.
don't wanna know.
You
Let's
see,
go,
it's a
let's go,
really
let's go.
complicated but interesting process
not.
in the
Just
human
go.
anatomy. Oh, you sure?
Let's
I mean,
go.
I could really. It's very fascinating.
The fight will still be on when you get back.
Well,
Let's go.
it'll be very quick. Yeah. See ya.
Okay.
And we head to the meeting point.
Sure. Which is not too far from the arena. It's like a janitor closet sort of thing where everyone else is going to be located.
How many people?
It's like a 50.
In a
like
janitor
a whole
closet?
floor.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a bit.
fine.
It's also like a storage closet as well. So it's kind of big.
You couldn't fit
It's a
50 people in this
warehouse.
room.
You could.
You definitely
You
could.
could.
Good.
You lay them down, crisscross applesauce, boom.
Oh God.
Shut up, Dennis.
Easily fit 50 people in here.
Shut up, Dennis.
I'm sorry, science is on my side.
I don't believe in science.
Yeah, science from the German war machine.
That's right.
I was gonna say the science of the ships coming over from. Never mind.
You pilot a spaceship.
Did you throw your pink sock at me? Mm-hmm. All right. So,
Take
meanwhile,
that off.
I'm mostly made of Lego.
Nice.
He's got a child.
Detachable.
back in the ring, we have Chlorpock
me.
is up. And
I
he's
got my guard up.
He doesn't seem to move much closer to you. Instead, he just sort of rocket shoots this other claw right at you.
Ooh, like a get over here.
Yeah, like a get over here.
But since you have your
Claw
fist
over
up,
here.
you get partial cover.
No.
This is 1 quarter cover.
He's going to miss horribly.
Awesome.
Give me a dex check. Not a save, a check.
Crit 20 sounds good.
Great. So as this thing's not coming that close to you, but you also just sort of boop it, like you deflect it. It hits the fence behind you, and then electrocutes himself a little bit more. So he's going to take another 2 damage.
How's he looking now?
Like a robot.
Majestic.
He's got some scorch marks on him or whatever, but he's looking pretty okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's not even half health yet.
That's a lot of health. for
Yeah.
a
Well, it's
guy.
your turn. So
Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and give him the patented Todd missile.
okay,
All right.
what's a Todd missile?
That's what he
it's
calls
where-
his wiener.
A tissel.
Don't worry about it.
I don't have a wiener. I have a faucet. Okay.
That is
How
canon.
it was
even
described to me.
No,
No,
that's
it does
right.
have-
I forgot.
It is a thing.
You would pick a faucet over
Yeah.
a piston.
Does it have like one of those like turny cranks,
Yeah.
or is it a push button?
No,
It's
it's an old
constantly
garden
leaking.
faucet.
Do I
No,
have to
no, it's-
stand on the top of one of your feet for it to work?
I mean, you could find out. if
And then
you
the
want.
other one
no,
opens
no.
your trash compartment?
It's one of those hand wave ones. You just wave your hand over it and it
That's
goes.
just
But the
every
motion
shadow
switches
just
on, so
sets
it
it off
kinda
and just
shoots
pisses
out.
all over himself.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So the Todd missile is where I run and do a flying missile kick, but I also put my head up and I burp fire to propel myself further,
Okay. Roll me
like a
first.
rocket missile kick.
Sure. Roll
Of
me
Todd.
first an athletics check.
I have gotten a 15.
All right, that's pretty good. And so you get a good running start. Clunk 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 clunk. Leap into the air.
Like
now
I just don't care.
sure, for the fire propulsion, roll me a percentage.
All right. Thotulese. 93.
Oh, so it just
Todd's rolling high tonight.
explodes out of your mouth. You got the good stuff inside you tonight. And
I
then
had nachos and beer.
roll me a strength attack.
Okay. Don't fuck up. Whew. All right. I got a 26.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Wait,
Well,
how'd you get a 26?
I rolled an 18 on the die, and I have a +6 to strength because you let me get a 22 naturally, and then I'm proficient.
Oh, I don't even remember. Sure.
So 18 plus 8
Yeah,
is
sure.
26.
Hold on, you weren't okay with him making his health up on the spot, but you're okay with that? All
Yeah,
right.
I'm level 2. I got 22 strength. What's up?
I'm trying to figure
Whatever.
out.
It's fine.
He's stronger than the gods.
Oh, because your class
like
probably
giant
gives you a bonus to strength,
Yeah,
and then your
my
race does
class
too.
And my race does. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm a murder robot.
Well, maybe
Sure.
he's stronger than your human gods.
I guess you're right. Yeah, Robot Jesus is a
Yeah.
lot more swole.
Sure.
Vodka
So
chugging robot Jesus is awesome.
I need you to roll me.
Dice?
No. Give me. You know what?
joint.
Give me 6d6
A blunt.
66.
because you got such a high rocket propulsion. This is gonna make your damage go boom.
And I'm assuming I'm kicking him into the side.
Probably that too.
Oh, that's some terrible rolling.
One,
So
one,
the
one,
first
one.
3 dice have gotten me an 8 total. There we go. 22 plus my strength, so 28 damage.
All right.
Robot pride, Fred.
You hit him so hard that it puts an in like a your feet shaped indent right in the middle of his chest, causing him to like cave in a bit as he flies backwards at the fence. He's only gonna take 1 damage from the electricity, but he is in rough shape. Sparks are flying out all over him. He's like jerking and
Now is not the time to jerk it.
I mean,
right before you die seems like a perfect time.
it's like a
to
perfect time to jerk.
I mean, are you
Going out
gonna
doing what
make,
I loved.
are you gonna make sweet love to him before he goes into the beyond?
yeah.
Probably not.
No.
So this fight's actually going a lot faster than most people anticipated. You guys don't have a ton of time to do the thing that you're doing, but you get to the rendezvous point right around the same time that old Mac does.
Not old.
You don't know how old you are. You don't remember when you were born.
I
Wait, they
remember.
got there in 12
Or
seconds?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's been 2 rounds.
It's just outside of the arena, so yeah, it's not too far. So
through
yeah,
the corridor,
So you go
down the
there.
escalator.
there's 50 people. They have a few of those tools ready.
Maybe it's like every time that someone hits the cage, the electricity kind of like dilates time inside the cage so they can get some good like 3D shots of all the damage happening.
Sure. Why not?
That's probably, that's
a
probably
thing.
what happened.
Yeah.
I
why
feel
not?
like we should have taken these bombs out of our heads when we were still back in the apartment.
Yeah,
Well, the
that's where I
issue-
figured it was going to happen.
No, the issue was that he didn't have the juice to do that.
But we had 2 super-powered things to power the things.
Yeah, but the amount of time it would take to remove each one, plus it was a faulty device,
They would have found
could
it.
have gone wrong. Whereas the setup in here is they've hooked it into the stadium's power grid, so they're gonna do them all real quick. Right when they're gonna try and time this so that they have a monitor up so they can see the fight, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta hurry this up.
But
Todd, slow it down!
yeah, Todd knows the plan, so I think he would probably
Oh, do
throw
I?
some of his punches.
Does he know?
He was there when we planned this.
Yeah.
Todd has no chill, bro.
No, he just did like a massive amount of damage right there. He's just doing all of his special moves like right after another.
All gas,
It's
no
like
brakes.
alt move, like pfft.
God damn it, Todd.
Yeah.
I'll just punch him from now out.
Okay, you hit him one time, he's dead. So he's that rough.
All right, let's get our
Anyways,
brain slugs
Do the
off.
dodge action for the next 6 rounds.
so
Yeah, just toy with him
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
to increase ratings.
you could, Jordan. So you're the doctor. You're the one that needs to be doing the removal process.
All right, is everyone ready?
Everyone's
to
like,
put their lives in my hands.
because he has to bore a hole in everyone's head. So.
I'll go first.
All right, Cassie, you ready for this?
I have faith in you, Doctor.
All right, let's do this.
Should I power down?
Let's go with a yeah. Let's go with a yes.
You'll be fine.
Sure, it's fine.
Quick power down. How do we power him back up?
Great question.
You have to hit play on my tape deck.
Oh,
true,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
pops
hit
out.
pause.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
easy to win an argument with him. You just hit pause and then run away.
Am I
Yes. Don't ask.
just using engineering on you?
Yep.
Because it's
I was
not.
gonna say medicine still.
All right.
Because you're still like
Hold on,
cutting
what-
a hole in his head. You have like a little laser.
Yeah, but engineers
Cutting
cut
tool.
Like
holes.
operation.
14.
Yeah, you cut a hole right around the spot where his head is.
Was.
Where his head is?
Yeah, right around where the bomb is. So you can you as soon as you make the hole, it just sort of boop falls off, and you can see the bomb's just sitting
Hold on,
in his
why
head.
didn't he just remove my faceplate?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I got a fucking hole in my
You
head.
got a hole in your head now.
I realize
fucking-
this now, and I'm like, why didn't
And the
he tell
bomb is
me
just
to...
sort of laying in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
It's
just
not-
tell me.
I'm gonna have
so I
birds
take
that
the
are gonna
face
nest in
plate
there.
off.
Like
and
if
I'm
he jumps around too much, it rattles around in there. It's not really on there.
Alright, so I'm gonna remove the faceplate now. And be like, could someone put that hole back in this part? Just okay. So anybody, just do
Oh,
it.
yeah, I got
All
that.
right, thank you. I'm gonna take out the bomb now.
Well, the other guy is the one with the device. He just puts it in there. It's like a little hose, and just sucks it right out of there and deactivates the bomb simultaneously. So it sucks it into the end of it, and then you just see this light go down the tube. This flashing light towards this container, and then it just spits out like the snake fireworks, where it's just like that's kind of what it looks like. Comes out the back of this thing, just craps out the bomb.
Good.
Yeah. So that's one down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do myself now.
Okay. Yeah, cut a hole in your own head.
Yeah. I'm going to use anesthetic and
Put my face back on.
They never took your face off. They just cut a
no,
hole
I
in
took
it.
his
He
face
took his
off.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Arcturus is putting the hole back together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to power him back on.
There are a
as soon as
couple
the
other
face is on.
doctors that are also working. They're doing okay. But they are much more nervous somehow than you, and also taking their sweet time so as not to murder anyone.
That's fine. I'm going for it. Like, fuck it.
Sure.
Yep. How is a 23?
Yeah, and it's great.
Yeah.
You cut a perfect hole in your own head. In fact, you cut it in such a way that it's just a flap, so you can just close it back when you're done.
All right, give me with the sucker.
Another fucking radical bomb slap.
They're not gonna roll that against a human?
Oh, good point.
I've got a very tough brain.
It's okay.
I guess he's got a skull.
He does have a skull, but I mean, there's a hole in it. The bomb's just sitting in there, so puts it in there, and the machine seems to sort of gets a little bit on the fritz, and you feel a lot of shocking sensations all throughout your body as you feel like this is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Boom, boom, and then he's like, "Oh, this one broke. My bad." And he just puts it in the
I
corner. and
literally
gets
just
another
put that against my brain.
one. Yeah, no, it's fine. Let me do it again.
Well, you're next, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Brain?
Permanent -2 to intelligence.
Little better. A little bit better this time as he takes the bomb out of your brain and it spits out that bomb poo. Meanwhile, back at the fight, Chlorpock is up and he's just all over the place. He's having trouble even staying upright. The ref is saying, should we end the fight? This doesn't even, I mean, he seems like he's about to die anyways.
2 bots enter. 1 Todd leaves, bro.
Bendo Flare is like,
Yes, that's right. Do not let it go until he's dead.
Well, he's a machine. Can he die?
Chlorpock, oh,
Was he
yeah,
ever
you could
even
die.
alive?
Chlorpock only got a 13. Does that hit you?
It does hit me, actually.
A 13 hits you? Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, you won't give me a plus to AC, so.
That's fair. So he hits you with another one of those claws that shoot out. Kind of wraps around your midsection and pushes you into the fence. So the claw is going to do
Ruh-roh.
8 damage.
Oh, Todd doesn't like that.
You fly into the fence, but nothing happens.
Whew.
There's no sparking. To which then people are like, hey,
Hey, wait a second. Why are there no sparks on that fence? Somebody go check the power.
somebody gets up and scurries away quickly.
Can I do like a performance to try to go?
You could try. Sure. Do a performance check.
Since I potentially know what the plan is.
Sure.
Ooh, 17.
So you do a good enough job. No one sees any sparks, but you're still like, yeah. So
Error.
so they're like, I guess it's working. But everyone goes a little crazy when Chlorpock somehow comes from behind and hits you with his claw. That's latched around your waist now.
Wait, what? He gets attack again?
No, he already attacked you once.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's wrapped around your waist right now.
Okay, I'm worried about my life.
Should be.
Is he like drawing me in?
Not yet.
Can I attack his claw and will do damage to him?
It'll do a little damage, not too much.
what if I tried to like rip it out of his socket? Would that do a lot of
That
damage?
might do more damage to it if you could rip
Okay.
it out. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to do that.
So it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits me again like that, I'm gonna die. So I'm just gonna try to do the thing like take the. I'm assuming it's attached to like a cable.
Yeah.
So like I grab the cable.
Yeah.
And then I wrap it around my elbow.
Sure.
And then I do like the super pull to try to like rip his cable socket out of his shoulder.
Sure.
I'm assuming that's some kind of strength roll.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I got a 26.
So you wrap your wrist around the cable, and you think that it's going to be real tough because he looks real heavy.
Mm-hmm. He's a big fatty.
But his treads aren't working properly, so
Which
there's
is why I got the deal with fat shaming Craig.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sort of resistance. So you yank this thing. He comes with it. You yank him so hard, he flies through the fence behind you and just smashes into the ramp into like
Crowd
a million
fatalities?
pieces.
Oh, nice.
Like comes apart, like his his treads fly off. Pizza brain.
His pizza brain falls off.
Like you're still holding on to the cable. The cable's now just dangling out of the body at this point. He's just got smoke rising out of him and like little sparks, and he's just sort of sputtering and shaking a bit. But he's dead,
All right.
and everyone's
I'm
like,
gonna,
it's like a hushed silence. It's just silent right now. It's like, oh,
Rip his head off.
Is there? Oh, but he went into all pieces though, right?
so the pieces fell off of him. His
Okay.
chassis is still like the head and
Well, I'm gonna,
like two of his
walk
little
up
arms.
to him pretty epically
Okay,
and grab his head and rip it off,
strength
and
check.
then I want to 15.
Yeah, at this point he's so weak. Yeah, you struggle a little bit, and you hear like the sound of servos trying to keep it inside of him, but it just you just rip it right out, and sparks shoot out, and you notice that on the jumbotron, it's doing the same thing that you're doing. So the sparks fly out, and they light up the whole room, and everyone's cheering and going crazy as you hold the head of Chlorpock up high. Other people are pissed; they're throwing their gambling tickets down.
Go to pan to the camera and be like, I guess this guy's the moment because I really seized it, bro.
Everyone's like, ah.
Carpe YOLO.
This is the guy that won.
Carpe, damn it.
Sorry, it's one of those old Earth sayings that doesn't make any sense. Like, Sharon is Karen. Like, how can Sharon be Karen?
Yeah.
They're totally different people.
The cage rises up, and the hologram announcer's in the middle of the ring, and he's beckoning you to come to the middle of the ring so he can let you give a speech.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
I thought I
customary.
just did give a speech. All right.
You were just yelling it with no microphone on.
Okay.
So, like,
Well, I'll
no
go
one
back.
heard it, luckily, except for the people in your immediate vicinity. They were just like, oh, I hope he doesn't say that again.
All
So
right,
as
I'm
you
gonna
trundle
go
on up to the stage, let's cut back to the other area.
I wasn't trundling. I was walking.
You were trundling.
That's a trundle.
Past.
And at that point, we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. This is Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you about a number of things, really. First off, we've still got the old patreon.com/botched podcast. So I know times are tight and everything sucks, but if you feel like throwing some money around, Botched is here to gladly accept any and all money you throw at us, because we are whores. All of us. And we are proud of it. So patreon.com/botched podcast. We still have all of our levels from $1 to $50 as well. But the thing I really wanted to talk about was twitch.tv/botched podcast. Season 5 of Botched is live right now on twitch.tv/botched podcast. If you want to experience the season as it's happening right now, every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do 2 episodes at a time, and you can get a little bit of a behind the scenes, and you can, chat with us as well. So twitch.tv/botched podcast. See everybody there. Bye. And we're back. All right. So, meanwhile, in the closet of justice.
All right, Arcturus. Time to get that bomb out of your, crystal?
Head. He's got a head.
Crystal
It's a head.
head?
Yeah, it's got a
I
head.
hope you have a diamond tip drill.
I have lasers.
Well, that works too.
All right.
Drill, baby, drill.
All right.
Yeah, roll.
So I actually rolled before. I got a 15, so that is a 21.
Yeah, no, you cut right in there, nicely. It'll be very easy to fix this hole.
And I look at the guy with the tube. Don't fuck this up,
Like,
man.
I got it.
No, I'm pretty sure when you did it with the faulty one to my head, I don't have a favorite smell anymore.
He sticks it in his head, but apparently they didn't adjust properly for the heat, and the tube melts right around in the hull of his head, and then the rest of the machine just. He's like, "Oh, I messed it up again."
What's your name? What's your name, man?
Jaren.
Great. Can we get another one of those tube things over here right now,
I'm an engineer.
Please? You sure are. Where'd you train?
Earth.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you give me another one of those tube things, buddy?
Sure. We got a bunch of them.
Yep, just go walk over and get one.
He walks over and gets a tube thing.
We should probably kill him, right? He's
Let's
absolutely useless.
well, yeah, but let's get this out of his head first.
Yeah, I could just go and I can use it. I have I know engineering as
well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't know
what-
why we're using this guy.
I mean, I think he's like
He's
a
part of the-
brother-in-law of one of the guys here.
Oh. well,
There's
Yeah.
a tube in my head.
Hey guys, I got one. I got another one.
Okay, yeah, you should go.
Okay,
go.
All right, just rip out that melted one out of his skull, and I'll
I'm
put this one
gonna
in.
do that carefully.
Sure.
With lasers, I got a 21.
Sure. You managed to very delicately pull out this big, nasty, mangled bit of metal that is melted on the inside. He's like, all right, I set this one for the high heat.
Well, you put it in the freezer for a minute?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
it's not great.
No.
It also, he's like, oh, wrong heat. I set it high enough.
It's Jordan.
Jaren.
All right, Jaren, go get another one real quick.
Okay. Runs over and gets another one off the pile.
He's got to go.
No, I know.
comes
You
back.
didn't do anything the last time. Why didn't you do anything?
I'm doing it this time.
Do it this
I gave him another chance.
Is he still awake?
He's still awake.
How angry does he look?
I don't know. How angry do you look? You've had two.
How angry does a star look?
Pretty angry.
Pissed.
You're pretty
time.
pissed. Okay, well, I know that, and we can all just all right.
Hey, I'm back with another
Hey,
one.
that's great.
Hey,
Third time's the charm, you always say.
That doctor
I take that one out.
Sure.
With a critical 20.
Hey, let me
Sure
just
you do.
real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it.
Sure, man.
I straight rolled a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. You just suck it right out there. It poops out the little bit of star stuff. They've taken most of the bombs out. I would say there are still like 10 or 15 people left with bombs on their heads. You guys can hear the cheering, so you're pretty sure this thing's wrapping up.
Where's Jaren?
I'm right here, sir.
I want to slog him.
Is that,
I
is
thought
that
you were
a
gonna take the
sexual
bomb out
term
of
for
his head.
stars?
No. No, it's not. I want to take my
Star
crystal
slog.
fist and hit him in the face.
Oh,
That's a 19 to
yeah.
hit him.
You punch him right in the face. For how much damage?
What's the force of a star?
2.
1 plus strength mod, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you punch him right in the face. He's got a whole bunch of cuts on the side of his face because you punched him with crystals.
Well, no, I'm wearing a suit.
That's true. You are wearing a suit.
So he
he
has-
a
I
big
thought
bruise
crystal
on his
was
face.
He's
gooey.
got lacerations.
Sure. Yeah, he's got some
I
lacerations.
take out some crystals and I cut his face up.
Ow! Unnecessary. I'm doing my best.
You're not doing your best.
I am
Well,
doing
your
my
best
best.
is not good enough.
It's not, but I'm doing it.
Why are you
Maybe
here?
you should get into advertising instead of...
I would like to keep beating him until he stops
It
talking.
was a field promotion.
Yeah, well,
I was janitor in the engineering department.
hey,
Is
guess,
this your closet?
guess what, Jaren? I'm gonna
Welcome
be.
to my humble abode.
I'm promoting you again to sub chief sanitation engineer.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's the think about your duties when you were just a
Yeah.
janitor.
That.
Yeah.
It's that. There you go.
But you got a sweet title.
That's right. That's gonna look great on my resume.
Don't touch any machinery.
What about the floor buffer?
That's you have to ask permission.
Who else is
His
a janitor?
resume
Here's an-
is going to look better than him when I'm done beating him.
Here's an analog floor buffer, and I hand him a mop.
Oh, okay.
You got to
How
start.
does this work?
You got to do some research.
How is
Put
he
some
talking
headphones
when
on.
I'm still punching him in the face?
Because he's that dumb that you just keep hitting him.
He's
And he just
proficient in.
talks normally.
Never mind.
He's really good at dodging.
Punch face talk?
No.
So do me another roll for medicine, and then if someone else wants to do the sucky
I'll
bit.
do the sucking.
16.
Yeah, you cut a hole.
What's my suck
Max here
check?
to suck.
It would be mechanical engineering or just an intelligence check.
Is it mechanical engineering?
14.
You do a well enough job. It just sucks it on out of there. The other doctor people are also...
So I'll
One
be
of the botched.
assisting all the good doctors.
You notice that
not Jaren.
that one of the Americans all of a sudden just goes, "Gah!" And then just like he's cross-eyed and just slumped over a little bit.
Is that normal for
The guy's
them?
like,
That's normal
I
for
think
them.
that's normal for them.
Yeah, there's a period of their life. It's kind of like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, but it's a little different in that
They
there's
become a-
no cocoon and they don't become a butterfly.
The guy
they
holding-
just become brain dead.
the guy holding the tube is just like, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, well, hey man, what's your name?
Melnick?
All right, Melnick, you're demoted to sub-chief sanitary engineer. You report to Jaren.
Jared's like, I'm a supervisor.
That's right, buddy.
That
All
means
of
you
your
don't get overtime,
decisions need to
Jaren.
be approved by upper management.
Awesome. So,
We're
see,
never going to approve them.
that guy's,
Not yet.
that guy's name was
No.
Scott, by the way, and he's just, it's just not looking great. He's standing. He's standing.
Wait, was that the American that didn't like it when I threw the other American into the trash compactor?
A little bit, yeah.
His name is spelled
So he's-
SCO apostrophe.
No, it's got a 0 in there.
He's a
He doesn't know how numbers
Mega
are
American
letters
now.
work.
So now he's not to worry about.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
sweet.
fine. He's fine.
He's what we'll
Sure.
be calling
pretty sure
distraction.
we gotta go. We gotta
Potato.
go.
Sure. So,
Somebody strap him with explosives and let's get out of here.
so all the bombs are out of your heads. I'm going to say at this point,
Except for Todd.
Yeah, Todd's gonna have to.
except
call
for Todd.
Can I? How
during
big
his
is that
speech.
vacuum?
You mean the little handheld ones?
Whatever we're using to suck the bombs out.
They look like a shop vac.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Well, the handheld shop vacs. So it's like
So
probably
it's pretty big.
foot and a half long.
I'm gonna grab
foot
one.
tall.
No, I got it.
Handle?
I'll grab it.
So what, like a
Hey,
shark?
man, just getting 3 bombs out. We went through like 4 machines. I'm grabbing
Oh,
an
that's
extra.
true.
I'm
Well-
grabbing an extra. Just because whoever made these is not.
Oh, they're.
Smart.
Hold on. I checked the label. Oh, it's American made.
Made in Marika.
There you go.
Made in America.
Made America. So let's go.
All right, let's get out of here.
You guys have to report back, right?
Meanwhile, back at the fight, it's now for your big speech.
You've had all
What's
this
up?
time.
What's up, dudes? I'm real excited to be the new Slug World Champion of robot fighting. As you can see, I'm leaking a lot of fluids, but I've got my sponsor, Fat Shaming Christ, his line of robot vodkas that I'm going to chug here right on stage. So I'm just going to chug a bunch of robo vodka, which heals me, I believe, according to my character sheet.
Okay.
Is Robo vodka different from regular vodka?
There's metal shards in it.
This is from Robosha.
Rabosha!
Bullshit.
That sounds like some bullshit to me, son.
No, that was the Bolsheviks.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just higher proof.
Oh my god, we have to go to Robot Soviet Planet. And we don't. We just keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
No, this
Roboviet
place
Union.
is perfect the way it is. Don't you want to fight against the proletariat? No.
Proletariat, dude.
Your theme
and
song's awesome.
I also want to claim my winnings in my my toddler accounts. Shout out to all my toddlers who are following me forever.
There's like 10 dudes out in the audience who are kind of dressed like you, but with like boxes on their heads and stuff.
They got the red and
They're
yellow
like,
shorts on,
Todd
too.
Father!
Oh, so they look like marshmallow.
Kind of.
And I got you guys can follow me on Todd Jobs and all social media at Thotulese. Thanks so much. And I'm gonna need Dr. Joran to stitch me up in the locker room like ASAP because I'm losing motor oil and I don't want it to ferment and give me blood poisoning.
Everyone's
the
real
humans that-
confused in the audience as to like where your speech is going. They're just like, he's kind of all over the place. More
I'm
than
the
usual.
champ, baby.
Like
Well, he just got his brains knocked in.
the applause is he never got hit in the head once.
You don't know where his brains
That we
are.
know
at.
of.
That's true.
Make sure to give him Fem's oil.
So everyone is like half-hearted cheering because they're all still confused by your rambling speech that was all over the place.
Thotulese.
Sure, Thotulese. Meanwhile, your theme song plays in the background.
I'm going out. I want the world to know
Everyone
that
looks
I need some blow.
so confused at all points of everything. Just no one understands. They're like, "Is it over? Like I don't even know what's happening right now." What happened?
The first thing I'm doing when I get home is learning that on acoustic guitar and recording it.
Sure, good call.
Yeah.
So they lead you to the locker room area, and
Paging Dr. Joran.
sure they page Dr. Joran, but also
Oh God, my ancient device, my pager.
Your beeper's going off.
My beeper, it's going off. Fuck, how does this work? This is from like 8,000 years ago.
It's just a number.
I don't know what this means.
Also, Bendelfleur is in the locker room with his like little slave person that he keeps with him, in the little assless chaps in the gimp suit, and then a couple other little crewmen or whatever you want to call them.
Crewman.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're there, and they're like,
Crewmates.
He's like, you did a great job. You did a great job, Todd.
Yeah, dude.
As per usual. Here's your cut.
and then he pulls up a little pad and he transfers credits to your account in the amount of 1,000 credits.
Also, all of his winnings.
All of his winnings,
Yeah,
which
I mean, like-
which he doesn't know about. So your winnings actually net you,
Well, yeah, I forget what the odds were, but I had 8,000.
I think it was 10 to 1.
What were the Todds were? It's his name.
They were 0 now. You said
That's
that.
fine. I don't care. It's
Never
not-
tell me the Todds. Well, then I won't.
You got 5,500 credits.
From an investment of 8,000.
Oh, you put 8,000 in?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, in that case, if they were
8 million.
55,000 credits.
That's how Dennis math works.
80,000?
Yeah. So I have 81,000 credits.
Sure, 81,000.
Oh, well, then you have enough money to buy all of us out of what we owe.
No, I don't. I thought freedom was like.
Oh, no, we only owe like 22,000.
What do we owe?
Because that's,
you each owe
that's
100,000.
That's how interest works.
Okay. Is there something like on that I could like bet on that has like 2-to-1 odds or something? Real quick.
I don't know. How about us escaping?
You could bet on the next the follow-up fight, which is like a palate cleanser. It's Clownbot versus Mimebot.
Shit. Do I know anything about these guys? I'm gonna roll a history check.
Neither one of them have won a single fight. They've all been just timeouts because neither one of them has any capability of dealing damage
Give Mimebot
But-
some
and
of
you
the,
can't
the
bet-
powder of Christ.
on a timeout. You have to bet on one of them winning.
Is it gonna be a cage match?
No.
Fuck.
Cage
I don't want to
broken.
bet on that fight.
It's just something for people to watch as they exit.
Hold on. Are you?
I'm not betting that on fight.
Are you in the? You're in the locker room.
I'm going there.
What are you doing?
I'm in
Hey.
the broom closet with everyone else,
So,
Well, maybe-
waiting for Ursula with the ship.
so Jordan, I'm going to say you show up at the locker room, and Ben Befleur's like,
wow.
Ah, Jordan finally got done taking that shit. Where's Arturis? What's he doing?
He's cleaning up my mess.
I thought that was why he was there, to help, like...
Well, he
Pull the
kickstarts
shit out
the
of
process. I take over, and then afterwards it's all him. He uses the cleaning, powerful energies of the sun's radiation to purify the goop. And it takes a little while. This one was messy. I ate American food last night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they make chicken tenders, but the oil itself is made of chicken tenders.
That's, yeah, that'll run right down your tail.
That's better than the last time where instead of oil, they just used boiling ranch dressing.
That does sound like an American delicacy.
Yeah. It goes down rough and it comes out very, very smooth
But
for a
burn.
very long time. Oh yeah, it's a hot smooth. It's like it's slow moving though, so it's kind of like lava or magma, maybe like molasses if you microwaved it too long.
I mean, at that point, you could just say if you microwave ranch dressing.
But like way too long, beyond the point. Like somehow you make it so it stays ranch dressing and never separates in the microwave process.
That's just defying the laws of physics.
I know. That's what came out of my butthole.
Well, that's America for you.
Can we make American cookbook?
Yeah. Sure. I don't know how you replace chicken grease with hot ranch dressing.
But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
We'll find
fucking
a way.
try it.
You just suck all the juices out and then have an injector of ranch.
You take a dry fryer, and then you just throw one of those bottles of ranch powder and just.
It's just gonna burn. It's just gonna
air
burn.
fryer?
An air fryer, yeah.
It's just gonna burn it.
Cooking
You
the
gotta-
American
you gotta
way.
Inject it right inside the chicken.
So yeah. Anyway, hey Todd, great fight, man. It was instrumental in knocking loose the bowels of my person. But hey, do you want to maybe be healed?
I do, and I'm gonna take my trunks off. So maybe if everybody could leave the room, but my doctor, bro.
Oh, like we've never seen your faucet before?
Leaky
Hey, you
I mean,
haven't
leaky
seen
faucet?
it. Listen, it's a personal thing between a doctor and a patient.
Okay, fine.
And bro, I just had the powder of Christ and robot vodka. It's there's gonna be some discharge. It's gonna smell.
Oh, you got a message, by the way, that came through the thing and said that. What's the name of the company again?
Oh,
Fat Shaming Jesus?
Fat Shaming Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus Fat Shaming Christ.
Jesus
Powder
Fat
company.
Shaming Christ. They
Diet
want
company.
to up your sponsorship.
Oh, how much are they gonna pay me?
Oh, they're gonna pay you about 2,000 credits a fight to be
tell 'em-
constantly to at least for 4 ad buys per fight. You have to mention it 4 times per fight.
What if I give them a lifetime deal and I'll mention 4 times every time I do anything if they give me 19,000 credits?
They,
month?
I mean, it's not
Or
like a
just
it's not like a
19,000
correspondence back and forth. They sent you a message. It's like an email. You
Yeah, I
could
reply to it.
you could send one back. You might not get one right away.
Hey Todd, maybe
sure.
let's wait till we get on the ship where we have the lawyers.
What's
Oh,
your?
right. We can.
Yeah.
That way we can find a loophole.
Hey, what's your?
No, that's what we
Ben-
call our room. It's our friendship.
I thought Bendelfleur was gone.
He was about to
I
leave.
crit 20'd that, by the way.
Okay, I was gonna say he's about to roll, but he's probably not gonna crit 20. No, he didn't.
He's like, oh, okay, well, that checks out for you fucking weirdos.
And then he just slithers his way on out of the room.
He's very gross.
He is. He leaves a slime trail wherever.
All
he
right, so hey man, let's get a little Healy jaunt with a 17 to heal.
goes. Well, he's healing you. He's not cutting a hole in your head.
I want you to cut
Yeah.
a hole in my fuck. I'm fine. Cut a hole in my goddamn brain.
I mean, like this round I'm healing. Oh, this round I'm cutting a hole in the head.
Well, while he's healing me, I'm gonna try to sell the rights to all my Todd jobs and everything stream
You can take his faceplate off.
I take your faceplate off.
to my email.
That he just looks horrifying.
I mean, that's fine.
19K.
Video messages that he sends back without.
Thank you for your sponsorship. I am very appreciative.
No, Todd, stop. Stop
Let me
real
record
quick.
for you an ad
Todd,
buy.
oh, God. So
Bye.
I put the thing up, and I got a 18 to the bomb.
Yeah, you slurp it on out of there, and it just poops out that bomb waste.
And then I put his faceplate back on.
All right, Todd, you now have a bomb out of your head.
Thank the maker
You can
Of
thank me.
Ford.
of Jesus Fat Shaming Christ diet powder.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Follow me on patreon.com.
Patriot Todd. Yeah. So yeah, you guys all have bombs out of your head.
Yeah, let's make a run for it. Shit.
Where did you tell Loris to meet? Or not? Oh, wow, Loris. Same person, basically. Ursula. Where did you tell Ursula to meet you?
With the rendezvous point that the entire group agreed on.
Okay.
The
It's
top
To
floor
which
of this
we're all
building?
moving right
it's
now.
basically that secret dock where
private-
you parked her ship.
So we're meeting her at her place.
No. Your
No, the
Oh,
private
I'm sorry.
dock
Yeah, the
outside.
secret docking
secret
hole.
dock.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you're making
Yes,
your way
that's
that
also
way.
My favorite website, the secret docking.
Secretdock.com.
And there's a fair number of people in the area at this point because the whole fight, letting out and all that stuff. So it's not like you're not going to blend in. But let's go.
I mean, I should probably have like a hood or something on because I'm the champ. I don't want people to recognize
Wow,
me.
we don't need to. No, you don't need to be wearing a hood. Buddy.
What about a
Jesus.
big scarf?
Like, yeah.
Mac?
Wear a sun hat.
A gigantic feather boa.
A babushka.
Like a hoodie.
Mac,
A
you're
hoodie.
you're walking, and all of a sudden you feel somebody grab you by the arm and sort of hold onto your arm as they whip you, like not whip you around, but sort of like grab onto you and not let go. And you turn and look, and it's like a robot arm. And if you sort of pan up towards the person, do an intelligence check.
It's your father.
It's not.
18.
This looks an awful lot like Admiral Latvia, except
From Latvia?
most of his head is gone, except for like right around, like under his right eye, like the chin area, half his mouth, and then part of his body, like to his knee, and then to his elbow. Everything else is like a robot, but it looks an awful lot like Admiral Latvia, you know, before he got blown up
Yep.
5 years ago.
Sure.
And he's like, I'd recognize you anywhere, Mac.
It's Locutus.
Of Todd.
And he goes to slip. He goes to give you something with his hand.
Some tongue.
He goes
It's
to
got a
slip
tongue
you
in his
some
hand.
tongue with his hand.
He's got that mouth hand thing. Gross.
What's it look like? Piece of paper,
It looks more like a
USB drive.
USB
Computer
drive
virus. It's a
kind of
virus.
thing. He's like, here, take it.
Where have you been?
He looks down and so he's like, I've been better.
I said where?
Where? Unknown. Can't talk.
I'm going to take it from him.
They'll no.
I'll take it from him,
Okay, you take it.
and I'll remove his hand from mine
Okay.
and push him back and keep going.
Okay. He just sort of like shorts out and falls down in the hallway.
I'm playing with it in my hand to kind of get a better look at it.
Sure. Do a mechanical engineering check.
Don't got one of those, but I do got a critical 20.
Ooh. You would know that this is one of the coded intelligence sticks that the Coalition of Planets used to use.
Are they coded in ranch?
No, they're not coded. They're coded.
COVID.
No, the Marican coding language known as ranch.
They're
No.
COVID in ranch.
Well, you don't know what it's coded in, but yeah, so it's probably some sort of coded information.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to it very tightly as I continue to walk.
Okay. All right. So you keep on walking.
I don't have a USB 3 port. I'm sorry, USB 6 port on me, do I?
On you?
Yeah.
Oh, let's.
Because I am an analog bot, right? I run
Yeah.
off of a tape.
High or low?
Low.
You do have one USB port.
Okay.
In the back of your neck.
Thanks, Neo.
It's actually like right where your tongue's supposed to be. So it
And
looks
every
like
time you try and plug it in, it flips to the other side.
Did you want the red stick or the blue stick?
Well, that's not the right way.
I
This
can't
must
see
be the-
color.
that's not either.
So that's going on. Also, Bendelfleur went back in the locker room and noticed that nobody else is there.
And we hoof it.
Who?
Bendelfleur.
Oh, okay.
And at that point, we're going to call it. So thanks much for tuning in again. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, His Lord and Majesty Big Jim, Zukari, He Who is Steve, The Nuck, Big John, Chronic Ejaculator, Skinner, Chris Wisdom, Shanda Panda, Lousy Apples, Daniel H., and Sparkle Brony 69. If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/botchpodcast and do so like our newest patron, Jessica McCarty. If you have a moment, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. It really helps the show grow. This episode of Botch's Bit Commander is you, Talshi, and we salute you. Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro music. More of them over at Gozer_music. And as always,
Darren, you piece of shit!
we'll see you next week, nerds.
Botched Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. For more shows like ours, head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com.
Jordan Pyre.
Jordan.
Sorry, Jordan.
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 Jordan
It's just going
Oh my
right.
God.
That's what happens when you eat 3 slices of pizza real fast right before your brain gets all gooked up.
You have diabetes?
You get brain diarrhea. That's right.
Brain diabetes.